I would say that if you're looking for something that deals with your employees, the educators, the staff in your building, and you really want to focus and you're serious about focusing on what they need, this resource is really what's out there. It's the only thing that really addresses, I think, some of the core issues, the things we need to work on as leaders in our building, leaders in our school districts, in terms of our workforce, because this is a resource that we've not ever had before. In terms of how do we work with educators. There are a lot of resources on how to work with employees, but working with educators is very different. But as we got into the work and we began to talk about the idea of resiliency in the workforce, and we think about teachers, because in schools, what happens a lot of times is we think about the students, and our focus is the students, because our mission statement, everything that we do is about student achievement and students. And we sometimes forget about the workforce and what has to happen, that these are people who come to us with whatever values, whatever issues, whatever, and what do we do as a district to be a resource to them. And so the work with People Bench was really centered around retention, because we really began to have some hard conversations about retention. In schools, when there were a plethora of educators and people who wanted to work in schools, you didn't really think so much about that. People got these jobs and they kept them. And so now we're competing with industry industries for people. And so what do we do? And so the work with People Bench, I think it changes the mindset of our leadership to think about the people, the adult people who are in the buildings or who are in the organization, and what things and strategies can we do to assist them. When we talk about school improvement plans and strategic plans, a lot of those plans are focused on student achievement. What do we do about students? And this conversation, People Bench, is having our leaders now think about, what do I do as a leader as it relates to the adults in the building and the adults in the organization? This work that we're doing with People Bench is not an ancillary piece of being the leader, because the pressure is on the test scores, but we're trying to get them to see. But in order for you to get the test scores, you've got to keep the people that you have, and you have to do the work with them. And I think if we're all talking the same language and we refer back to the resilience at work, we use the words when we talk about managing stress and working cooperatively. These are words that we use in our daily conversation. We are including some of this work in our part of the district strategic plan, the HR part. We will use some of the words and parts of this as part of what we do as a strategy